Now, the next one we are going to see sex determination. How the sex is determined in human being. Before starting this one, we must know the types of chromosomes. Okay? And the structure of chromosome you just studied. The first lesson, second lesson. Types of chromosomes. Already I told you genes are located in the chromosomes. The genes which are responsible for all the vegetative characters, the chromosome which contain these genes are called autosomes. And the chromosomes which contain the reproductive characters are called as sex chromosomes, allosomes. So autosomes and allosomes are there two types of chromosomes. How to find out these chromosomes? For that, what they will do? All of you know during a cell division only the chromosomes will be seen clearly. During that time they will take photograph and cut the negative, the chromosomes, different chromosomes, arrange them, stick them on a sheet according to the size and number them. Then they will say that this is the number of chromosomes present in this particular cell. It is called karyotype. Okay? Karyotype. So, by observing like that, they found two different types of chromosomes are there. Allosomes and autosomes. Autosomes are responsible for all the vegetative characters and allosomes are responsible for the reproductive characters. And why they are telling that these chromosomes are responsible for the reproductive character? Because if you take male and female, in human being, all of you know, 46 chromosomes are there. If you take any cell and count the number of chromosomes, 46 will be there. Whether you are an Homo sapiens, whether you are American, African, Indian, whoever it is, Homo sapiens will have 46 chromosomes in their cell. And in these 46 chromosomes, 44 chromosomes are autosomes and 2 chromosomes are allosomes. Okay, so 44 plus 2, 46 chromosomes. Male will be having 44 autosomes and XY chromosomes, that is 2 allosomes XY. And female will be having 44 autosomes, 2 sex chromosomes, they resemble each other, so same letter they have given XX. In male, the sex chromosomes are not alike. They are different. So they gave the different letters X and Y. In female, the sex chromosomes are alike. So they gave only one type of letter, that is X. Okay. Now we are going to see how the sex is determined. Male got 44 autosomes and XY chromosomes. Female 44 autosomes and XX sex chromosomes. Now the gametes are, when the gametes are produced, they are haploid. Haploid and diploid you came across in mitosis and meiosis, cell division lesson. Haploid, that means that half of the gametes will be having only half of the number of chromosomes. Why they should have only half of the number of chromosomes? That we have studied in cell division lesson itself. Only then the chromosome number is maintained. Sperm half of the number of chromosome, ovum half of the number of chromosome. When they fuse, the full number of the chromosome for that particular species will be determined. Okay. So sperm, this male will be producing two types of sperms. One sperm, 22 autosomes with X chromosomes. Another type of sperm, 22 autosomes with Y chromosomes. Okay. So two different types of sperms the male will be producing. Some sperms will be having X chromosomes, some sperms will be having Y chromosomes. No one knows which sperm has X chromosome, which sperm has Y chromosome. Okay. The next one, female, since it is having the XX chromosomes, the ovum, how much ever ovum the female is producing, all the ovum will have 22 autosomes and 1 X chromosomes. Okay. When they fuse, suppose the sperm which contains 22 autosomes and X chromosome fuse with the ovum 22 autosomes plus X chromosomes. The fetus will be having 44 autosomes plus XX. 44 autosomes plus XX if it has, what type of a child is that? Female. Okay. The sperm which contains 22 autosomes plus Y chromosome will fuse with the same ovum. Then the child will be having 44 autosomes plus XY chromosome. That will be the male child. Okay. In simple, we leave off 22 autosomes. Both are having, whether sperm or ovum, they are having autosomes same number 22. We will leave that one. We will consider only the 6 chromosomes. Male is producing X and Y, 2 types of sperms. Female is producing only one type of gamete, that is X chromosomes. If the sperm with Y chromosome fuse with the ovum, the child will be male. If the sperm with Y chromosome fuse with the ovum, the child will be female. So, who is determining the sex of the child? It is the sperm. Sperm is produced by the male. Whereas, in our society, we are blaming the female for giving birth a female child. So, for that sake, we cannot blame male also, because male, he himself doesn't know which chromosome got X chromosome, which chromosome got Y chromosome, which sperm got X chromosome, which sperm got Y chromosome. Okay. So, it is in God's hand. Okay. Totally, please keep it in your mind. Getting male child or female child is in God's hand. And both are same. Okay. No partial. No partiality. Both are equal. Child is a child. Whether it's a male child or a female child. Okay. May God bless you with children. Okay. Now we have seen how the sex is determined in the human beings. Okay. The sperm, 2 types of sperms the male are producing. Sperm with the X chromosome, sperm with Y chromosome. If the sperm with the X chromosome fused with the ovum, it is the female child. If the sperm with Y chromosome fused with the ovum, it is a male child. Okay. This is how the sex is determined. Why we come across this one? Because next we are going to study the sex-linked inheritance. Genes are located in the chromosome. I said no. Some particular genes are located in the sex chromosomes, that is the X chromosomes and Y chromosome alone. Autosome they will not be seen. Okay. So if it is present in X chromosome, the female child will get that problem. If it is present in the Y chromosome, the male child will get the problem. Okay. So how the sex-linked inheritance takes place. Okay, what are the different types of sex-linked inheritance? Next we are going to see. For that sake only we discuss about the sex determination in human beings. It is in human beings. Okay, I hope you have understood and you follow the instruction that I have given. Okay, we will see in the next session sex-linked inheritance. Next, we are going to see sex-linked inheritance. Inheritance is transfer of characters and getting the characters from the parents. The offspring are getting the character from the parents. No, that is inheritance. Transfer of characters from generation to generation. Okay. Now, why we are discussing this one? I told you, the genes are located in the chromosomes, autosomes as well as allosomes. The genes, each gene is responsible for one particular character. Sometimes 2 genes together form one character. So in higher classes you will be studying that one. Now certain genes are located in the sex chromosomes, allosomes alone. And if any defect is found in that particular chromosome, sex chromosome, it is passed to the generation, next generation. Okay, that we are going to see 2 examples. One is Color blindness. The other one is hemophilia. Color blindness. What is this, dears? We know that what is the night blindness. Night blindness itself should not be named as night blindness. In those days they called that one. And now it is nyctalopia. Okay. And we don't know anything about the color blindness. Color blinded people, they can see, they have the normal vision, but if you take them in a dark room to identify the colors, different colors, they cannot, the color blinded people cannot differentiate particular colors, especially red and green, which are used as signals, signal lights. Yellow, green, red. These are the three colors we are using in a signal. Okay. So, these two colors, the color blinded people cannot identify. And in sense organ lesson, it's given one picture is given to identify whether you are color blinded or not. Okay, afterwards you test and see. Now, what is color blindness? If the person cannot identify particular colors, they are color blinded. But they can see things and all. Only that particular colors they cannot identify. Okay. Now this color blindness, the color identifying gene, the gene which is responsible for identification of these colors, is located in the X chromosome. Remember, X chromosomes are present in male as well as in female. X chromosomes, the allosomes are both the allosomes are XX. X only. In male, one X and one Y. So, X chromosome present in both male and female. Okay. But male only one X, female two X chromosomes. Okay. Now, we are going to see two cases. Suppose, if a normal mother, the mother is not at all color blinded. Okay. She is not having color blindness. Normal mother, normal lady, marry a color blinded father. The father cannot identify these two colors. He is color blinded because his X chromosome is the recessive allele. 0. The color identifying gene is absent. Okay, he is recessive allele. So he is color blinded. Okay, unless he go for a test, color test, he will not be knowing whether he is color blinded or not. So simply they will be marrying. Normal mother marries a color blinded father. What are the possibilities for the children? They have carrier daughter, because why this dot is called as carrier daughter? This female child, male child, female child, male child. Why she is called as a carrier? Because one dominant gene and one recessive gene she got. Dominant gene, whether one gene is there or two factors are there. Dominant gene is there, that person will be having the dominant character. Okay. So, one X chromosome only, she is not having that color identifying factor. But another X chromosome, she is having color identifying factor. So, she is a carrier. She is not color blinded. She is a carrier. Carrier of what? The recessive color blindness X chromosome. Then this son, cap Y and X, normal son. This daughter also, X, color blinded X and normal X, carrier daughter and normal son. So, these two daughters are carriers. They can identify the colors, but they are carriers of the recessive gene. These two sons, they are normal sons. Okay, so no color blindness is seen, even though the normal mother marry the color blinded father, color blinded man. Normal women marry the color blinded man. The first generation, they will not be having color blinded children. Okay, they both are not color blinded, only carriers. They both are not color blinded. So no possibilities are there to get color blind child. The next case, suppose if the carrier mother, this carrier daughter, one of the carrier daughter, she grown and she is going to get married. If she get married, a normal father, she is very lucky. Normal father, if she get the carrier woman marry a normal father, then what are the possibilities? See, this one is a carrier daughter. X dominant and X recessive, carrier daughter. X recessive, Y has nothing to do with this because it is X-linked inheritance. So, color blinded son. The son is having only one X chromosome. That X chromosome also is recessive. So, the son is color blinded. And here X and X both are dominant character. So, normal daughter. And here normal son. Okay. So, here carrier daughter, color blinded son, and a normal daughter, normal son. So you are having the 50% color blind son. Both are not color blinded. Okay. Carrier mother, she is not color blinded. Only carrier. Normal father, he is not color blinded. So both are not having color blindness. But if they marry, chances are there to get color blinded son because the mother is a carrier. Okay. So from the mother, it transferred to the son. Okay, so that type of thing is called as crisscross inheritance. From father to daughter, from mother to son. If it transferred, then that is called crisscross inheritance. Okay, same like that hemophilia. Hemophilia that is blood will not clot for them. The gene which is responsible for producing the fibrinogen or platelets are absent, then that person blood will not clot. If the blood, when we cut our hand, blood clotting circulatory system we study. Okay, so if the blood doesn't clot, what will happen? All the blood from our body will come out through the cut. The person will die. Okay, that is one type of X-linked inheritance. So that also X-linked inheritance. So these two, color blindness and hemophilia, are X-linked inheritance. X chromosome only they are seen. So these are the two cases. If they marry, these two type of people marry, what will be the result? These two type of people marry, what will be the result? Okay. So this is how the certain characters which are located in the X chromosomes are transferred to the offspring. So they are sex-linked inheritance. So with this in genetics, what are we are seeing? What is genetics? Who is the father of genetics? And what are the experiment he did? And on the basis of the experiment, what are the laws he formed? Then how the sex is determined in human being? And what is sex-linked inheritance? All these things will be there in your genetics lesson. With this, we are finishing our genetics unit. Okay? So, all the best. Bye.